Find the slope of the line. In this example, we're not given the actual points, we're given the line itself. But the book is being kind enough to give us a dot to use to find those points. So I'm going to find this point first. I'm going to drop a line down from the point to my number line, and I see that that's -1. Take a line over from the point to the number line to the axis, and I see that that is 2. So this point right here is -1 on the x, comma, 2 on the y. Find another point. Go from the point to the number line, to the x-axis. I see that that is 2. Go from the point to the y-axis, and I see that is -2. So this point here, my x number is 2, my y value is -2. Now I need to label these x1, y1, x2, y2. What is my first point? What is my second point? If you're not sure how to follow that, typically just go from left to right, just like you were reading. What is the first point you come to? That one. So I'm going to make that my first point. So I have x1, y1. Second point that I came to was this one. So this is going to be my x2, y2. I'm trying to find the slope, so I need to have my slope equation. M equals y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. It's an equation that you should memorize. If you don't have it memorized, write it down every time you do one of these problems. It'll help you to learn it. So now I take my numbers, y1, find y1, it's 2. Carry down my minus sign, look for y2. y2 is -2. Notice I have the minus and negative. Bottom of the fraction, x1, find x1, it's -1. Minus sign, x2, find x2, it's 2. I'm going to change this minus and negative into a plus. So I have 2 plus 2 over -1 minus 2 minus 3. So my slope is 2 plus 2 is 4 over -3. I have my answer. I can stop there if I want to. Bear in mind, the computer wants the negative sign either on the top of the fraction or out in front of the fraction. So this could also be written as -4 over 3 or -4 over 3. All three of those answers are correct. Some of the computer problems might ask you to answer as a mixed number or as a decimal number. So if it asks you for a mixed number, the negative goes out in front, 1 and 1 over 3. If it asks for it as a decimal number, -1.3 with a repeating 3. or wherever it tells you to round it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways of correctly answering this problem. But all of those 5 numbers mean exactly that same thing. Find the slope of the line. Anytime you're trying to find the slope, you need to have your slope equation. So write it down. Anytime you're trying to find the slope, you also need to know what your 2 points are. x1, y1, x2, y2. Notice that when I wrote my equation down, the first point and the second point. Now I need to find out what those points are. So as I'm going from left to right, I see my first point is right there. So I need to find out what is that point. What is my x value? It's 1. What is my y value? Down 1, down 2, negative 2. Going for my second point here. What is my x value of this? Follow the line down. I see that it hits right there, so that's 1, 2, 3. 3, comma. What is my y value? Follow the line over. It hits here. So that's 1, 2, 3, up. So 3, comma 3. I'm counting by ones on this. So I have my 2 points, 1, comma, negative 2, and 3, comma 3. My advice, label these as x, comma, y. First point, second point. You have x, comma, y. I'm going to make this my first point, so put the little 1 after it. X, comma, y. I'm going to make this my second point, so I put the little 2 after it. Take these numbers to my equation. M equals y1. Find my y1. It's negative 2. Minus y2. Find my y2. It's 3. Over x1. Find my x1. It's 1. Minus x2. Find my x2. It's 3. Negative 2 minus 3. Use your calculator if you need to. Negative 5. 1 minus 3. You have $1 in your pocket. You go out, you spend $3. You can't because you need another $2. You owe $2. So I have my slope is negative 5 over negative 2. I have one number on top, one number on the bottom, but my answer isn't done yet. I have both negatives on both top and bottom. Can't have that in my number. I'm only allowed to have one negative, if any at all. So I have a negative, divide by a negative. Type that in your calculator if you need to find out is it positive or is it negative. You should know this though. Negative divide negative is positive. So I have positive 5 over 2. So now I have my actual answer. Slope is 5 over 2. You can answer it as an improper fraction, or slope is, turn that into a mixed number, 2 1/2, or slope is 2.5. pay attention on the computer. Which way are they asking you to answer this? Are they telling you to answer as an improper fraction? Are they telling you to answer as a mixed number? Or are they telling you to answer as a decimal number? All three are correct on paper. All three are correct if they don't specify one way or another. But you could lose a point if they say, definitely answer this way, and you answer a different way. So pay attention to that on your homework, and pay attention to that for your exam.